Presidential election now just 42 days away, and we know that this election year has already been won like no other. And this morning, 2RX Tatiana Taylor joins us live to explain how the pandemic has affected absentee voting this year. Tatiana, good morning.
Good morning, Travis. So yeah, we're here at the Tulsa County Election Board office where Secretary Gwen Freeman tells me absentee ballots are going out at an all-time high this year. She says they expect to spend about 100,000 absentee ballots sent out for the November election. But unlike other election years, those ballots are being sent out in chunks due to high demand. Freeman says Monday, 8,000 absentee ballots went out. So if your neighbor gets yours before you do, she says be sure to be patient. Now she says she's also expecting about 80 to 90% voter participation this year. That's including in-person mail-in and early voting. Now, speaking of early voting, this year the Tulsa County Election Board will be closed during the 3 dates set for early voting, October 29th, 30th, and the 31st. Instead, One Field has stepped up and offered their space for those 3 days, which means early voting will take place in this one central location, so expect longer wait times and longer lines this time around.
And there's some great advantages to using that facility for that 3-day early voting period. We would normally have that conducted here at the election board and at Hardesty Library, offering 2 locations because of the pandemic and our, the shortage of resources that we have.
With careful planning, leadership, and state election board help and changes from both the June and August elections going into play for the November election, Freeman says the upcoming election will go just as well as previous, even during this pandemic. And as they prepare, she says her #1 goal is to make sure that workers and voters are safe. Now, the deadline to get registered to vote for the November election is October 9th. Now, that's only a few weeks away, so be sure to get yourself registered today, and you can find out how to do that step by step coming up in the next half hour. Live in Tulsa, I'm Tatiana Taylor, 2RX for you.